Well, hey family, this is Darlene. Wanted to thank you for stopping by the Jury by BDK YouTube channel. I know you didn't come here for a sermon. So here's the video, and we'll talk soon.
Well, hey, family. Happy Tuesday. Hope everybody is having a really, really good day so far. I am going to start making some bracelets. I haven't done anything today as far as jewelry making. I've been working on some other projects, so I am going to work on some bracelets. I'm making the bracelets so I can put on a couple other websites. In addition to that, I'm making product too, so I could take pictures, take really good pictures, and I do have the pictures of my products on a couple of different websites. So if you take, that's one reason why you hear me generally saying, especially in the Facebook group, to take really good pictures, really good clear pictures, because you can sell those pictures. There are marketing agencies, there's firms, there's businesses, there's small companies, there's entrepreneurs. There's a little bit of everybody always looking for really nice pictures, and even vloggers are always looking for really nice pictures that they can incorporate in their videos or in their articles. And there are certain websites that they go to purchase those images, right? There's a couple that where the the images are free and people will donate, for using your images, but there's also platforms that will pay you every time your images are downloaded. So that's another reason. Well, I'm making product too. So once I make the product, I am going to take really nice pictures, all different ways, all different shapes. The thing with the platforms, when you take a picture, it's not like it's a slideshow of pictures. So each picture has to be uploaded individually. So what'll happen is, let's say you go in, you are a blogger and you're looking for boho jewelry or luxury jewelry or elegant, simple jewelry or something pearls or something like such, and you go in, you say, "Oh, this is a beautiful picture of this pearl necklace," and the owner of those images may have uploaded that picture four different ways, meaning in four different positions. It might be laid out on a table. It might be on a leaf. It might, however they take the pictures, it'll be maybe four different pictures. So you would have to download each picture separately. They don't have it like it's a slideshow. Okay. So I'm doing that, making product all day today so that I could do that too. Put the product on the different websites in addition to take pictures so I can upload the pictures to all these different websites where I have my images at. So there's a lot of things that you can do, with your collections. And it's like, think outside of what's normal. Think outside of what has not been done, because there's a lot of opportunity for us who make handmade jewelry. I mean, there's a lot. You just got to look past what you don't think is a possibility, because it is a possibility. Just about everything that we do, but whatever it is that we do, you can, yield some type of income from it, one way or another. But anyway, enough talking. I am going to be using some hand painted beads. I'm going to be using some wire. This is pretty quick because everything is already kind of put together. There is a video that shows how to wrap these little leather, how to wrap leather and make a leather bead. So we're going to use this, and this is going to be our focal point, right? So this is what we're going to do. Go ahead and bead this. And this is really quick because once you got everything like it should be, it's nothing to, I think I put this on backwards. Let me redo it. It's nothing to making the bracelet once you got the pieces you're going to use. That's the cool thing about it. Let's see if this is going to come out what I'm thinking it's going to come out looking like. So this is what we're going to do. And this is going to be the focal. Nice, big, chunky, boho chic. And what I'm going to do, I am going to use um, these beads. I'm going to match them with this, and it looked like it would look pretty good to me. If not, guess what? I just won't use them. But to me, they look like they'll match pretty good. So we're going to go ahead and use these. Not going to do very much to it outside of putting the beads on it, because sometimes you don't need a whole lot. You know, just a nice focal point, and then just kind of go from there. You do not need a whole lot at all. Just gonna go ahead, and I am using the 1.5 millimeter cord. And anytime I'm using like the bigger beads, or like there's a lot going on, like with that focal point, I use a 1.5 millimeter stretch cord, only because it's thicker, more sturdy. So let me see, 245, 24. Let me see something. And see, you can't be scared to wear pieces like this. I have well, he passed away. His name was Earl Ford. That was I mean, when I say that was my buddy, that was my pal. That was my buddy, my pal from childhood. And if you ever wanted to see a man dress and not afraid to dress, that was my friend Earl. Earl would have wore every piece that you see me made. He was alternative lifestyle, in the sense that he was a gay man. He was a gay man, but he wasn't flamboyant. He dressed like a man. He had a feminine touch to him, but he dressed like a man. I mean, like very masculine, but he would wear pieces like this. I mean, he would wear some of the most beautiful jewelry you ever did see in your life, right? Um, but he would wear, I thought about him this morning. I was like, man, he would wear every piece that I made. Like anything that I make, that you see me make, as far as bracelets, Earl would put that on. I don't care how feminine it looked. He would put it on. And by the time he finished matching his clothes, you couldn't tell if it was for a man or a woman. That's just how good he was as far as dressing. I remember younger, of course, he wore like the jeans, tennis shoes, like how everybody else wore. And then when he went off to college, he came back. He was wearing leather pants and silk shirts and like all kind of stuff. And he loved jewelry. I mean, like love, 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 love jewelry. And you would not see Earl without some type of jewelry that was like something like this. But this piece right here, he would love, absolutely love this. But he did pass away a couple years back. But I like this. I love the way this looked. We do not need another bead. So we're just going to go ahead and tie it off. I'll pull that cord nice and tight. I'm going to double it a couple of times. And then I'm going to do a single. It's already look good. All these beads look good together. Look at that. Just amazing. Do I got a video? I think I got a video showing this. I'll link that video, because I think I got one. Because I think somebody had asked me how to make them, and I went ahead and just made a video. All right, so we're going to go ahead and cut this extra. We tied it. Gonna go ahead and pull it through, because it's a nice big hole on these beads. So this is what we got. The focal. So it needs no charms or anything. I mean, it's perfect just like this. And sometimes you can put too much, and sometimes a little is just enough. If you're interested in selling your images, if you take really nice images, just do some research and look for those different websites. Because there are so many, I couldn't even tell you which ones to do. You would like literally have to do the research. You couldn't upload pictures that got sparkles in them. You can't upload pictures that have words in them. I mean, it's like none of that kind of stuff. And I had talked about, I don't know if I did that on here, about quality. I don't know if I talked about that in one of my videos or not. But see, things have to be quality. Let me do it like this. We all work a job or have worked a job for many years, especially if you work corporate America, or literally any company that you work for, right? So in any environment, any job, you have to do evaluations or performance reviews, right? So, performance review is basically having a conversation with you about the quality or lack of that you have been doing on your job, right? So it goes when you're making your jewelry. If you're not producing quality, you may as well not even do it, because there are so many things that you can do with what it is that you're making. So if you're producing quality, guess what? I sell on Poshmark, and because I sell on Poshmark, you can go through Facebook, and Poshmark uses my product for their ads on Facebook, right? But that's only because you have to produce quality. If you don't produce quality, there's that lessens the opportunities for you to do a whole lot more with what it is that you're doing. And the objective is to do what it is that you do it in the highest quality that you can do it, so that you can keep elevating to different levels with what it is that you make. Because there are opportunities, and there's like a lot of opportunities and things I don't even talk about on video that I do for Jewelry by BDK. And I only do that because, I mean, everything, I can't tell y'all everything. I tell you enough, I do believe, in order to maybe inspire you and encourage you to keep doing what it is that you're doing. And in all truth, there is a lot that you can do with what it is that you do if you're producing quality. You got to produce quality, and think about it in, like I said, like on your job. If you ain't getting promoted and you ain't getting employee of the month, or all the review, what is that you get? Review raises and all that type of stuff, that is a pure reflection of work. That is a pure reflection of the work that you are doing or not doing, right? And if you're getting rewards and little certificates and employee of the month and all this other kind of stuff, that's a reflection of how well you're doing on your job. That's all that is. Think about it and transfer that over into what it is that you're doing with your jewelry. It's like, okay, yeah, I want to do the best that I could do with what I'm doing with my jewelry business, because I want to take it to different levels, different heights. And my whole thing, if you watch what I'm doing, and I share enough information for people to hopefully understand the steps that you can take to keep moving up and up and up with your jewelry. But it has to be quality. If it's not quality, nobody is going to accept it. But anyway, do the research, and to those the different websites where you can sell the images once you take the pictures of your product, right? They're really good pictures. There's nothing in the background. You can't have kids, people, family members, and cookouts in the pictures. They're not they won't accept that type of stuff. They have to be professional pictures. And if you're not familiar with how to take professional pictures, do watch some YouTube videos on photography. You don't have to do what they're doing, but just look at different pictures, or just walk through magazines, look through the pages of magazines, and look how beautiful and clear those pictures are. And iPhones take really good pictures, from what I understand. I don't have an iPhone. I got that Apple stock, but I ain't got their phone. I don't care nothing about their phone, right? But they take really good pictures, from what I understand. And if you could take really good clear pictures and maybe set up a background, or you could just have the product land on the table or whatever it is, with maybe a leaf or some type of color, or whatever it is that you want to do. But the emphasis should be on the piece, not the background and all of that. I've seen pictures where people got whole backgrounds. Like, I mean, they just got this whole, and it distracts away from the piece that you are presenting. So, in any image, the piece that you're highlighting should always be the focus, not everything that's going around it. And also, the color should never clash with what it is that you're taking a picture of. I see a lot of that with a lot of people too, like the colors clash with what it is that you're taking the picture of. But it takes a little bit. It takes a little bit. It takes a little bit of research and stuff. But no biggie. Just do the research. Do the research. Figure some things out and just keep moving, because it can be done. Trust me, it can absolutely be done. And there's like a lot of opportunities for what it is that we do. It didn't used to be, but it is now. And I want as many as you as possible to take advantage of the opportunities that are available, for us who make handmade jewelry. And another thing too, though, when you take pictures of your images, you always want to save the file under the name of whatever the bracelet is. So if I name this leather boho stretch bracelet or something, That would be the name, and then Jewelry by BDK. So that's the file name for this bracelet. Why am I doing that? I'm doing that boho leather bracelet so that the search engines, when people go in and they do a search for boho jewelry, boho leather, leather bracelets, anything like that, the potential for my product to come up in their face and for them to possibly buy is greater than if I just save it as a default, like when you hit save and it literally will default to something, or you just put in there a bracelet or whatever it is that you save it under, right? No, I want searchable words. So that's what you want to do when you saving, your pieces, especially if you have websites. If you have websites, you want to do that. You want to save these images. You want to save them with names and then the name of your business, and then that way, of course, it makes it more searchable. And do this too, though. Go onto Google and search your actual business name and see what comes up. So search it under Google first, and then click on images, and then see what comes up. Are you present when you do the search on Google? Right? How many of your pieces come up when you do the search on Google? You want to saturate the internet with your product. I mean, just everywhere. YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, any platform where you can sell, any platform where you can sell pictures of your product. I mean, you want to literally saturate the internet with the name of your business, pictures of your product, right? And then that's the whole everything. When people do a search, you want them, no, I want my boho bohemian bracelet coming up in the search as well. And then that they see it, and before you know it, they're clicking on, and then they're at your website, and possibly they're buying. So it takes a little work, but it's doable. But anyway, I done chatted enough. Happy Tuesday. And guess what? New subscribers, thank you for joining us. Thank you for clicking on the button, and also for clicking on that little bell that notifies you every time I upload a new video. And guess what? We'll talk.